Hello. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. Bangladesh is at a turning point in its energy future, as reported by Bloomberg, with the country's first nuclear power plant expected to supply up to 15% of its national electricity, greatly boosting energy security and lessening its dependence on imported fossil fuels. This marks a major shift for Bangladesh, which currently relies heavily on natural gas and coal imports to power its grid. The background here is clear. Bangladesh is strategically constructing this nuclear facility to diversify its energy mix and address long-term vulnerabilities in its energy supply chain. Overseeing the ambitious project is the Bangladesh government and its Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources, while Russian state-owned Rosatom handles construction and technology, with oversight from international bodies like the International Atomic Energy Agency. The Bangladesh Atomic Energy Commission is leading operational and safety aspects, ensuring international standards are maintained. The nuclear plant is poised to reduce Bangladesh's annual fossil fuel import bill almost immediately and improve energy security through diversification within the next few years. If successful, this project could attract increased foreign investment in the energy sector and realize environmental benefits by cutting fossil fuel emissions. Next, we move to the automotive sector. According to Bloomberg, Chinese electric vehicles now average just 1.8 years on the road. Remarkably, that's even less than the lifespan of most cell phones. This lightning-fast replacement cycle is transforming the auto market, driven by rapid technology advances that have made frequent upgrades and obsolescence the new normal in China's EV industry. Industry norms are being disrupted. While global carmakers are used to cars lasting a decade or more, Chinese EVs are outpacing even consumer electronics in their retirement rate, as competitive innovation and evolving consumer expectations accelerate market churn. On the corporate front, companies like BYD, NIO, and Geely lead the charge, while German automakers such as Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Porsche are grappling with unprecedented sales declines in China and mounting competition in Europe. Q2 numbers showed German carmakers saw sales plummet by 30% to 41%, Fortune notes. These shifts are incentivized by Chinese policies encouraging rapid model refreshes and new vehicle purchases. The results: global automakers may have to rethink research, development, and production cycles, scaling up investment just to keep pace. Challenges around sustainability, waste management, and resource use are likely to intensify as this trend continues. As Chinese brands gain traction abroad, notably, as BYD establishes a presence in Europe, the traditional automotive model of 10-year design cycles may be permanently upended, with consumer demand for constant upgrades reshaping the market worldwide. Now, onto venture capital's influence on the biotech sector. TechCrunch reports that despite continued volatility in the biotech industry following the pandemic downturn, venture capital firm Yosemite, founded by Reed Jobs, has expanded to a 17-member team and is actively accelerating progress in cancer research. The broader context here is that the biotech industry was hit hard in the aftermath of COVID-19, with reduced funding and slower innovation, especially by 2023. Venture capital has since become even more crucial, particularly for costly cancer therapies, as many biotech firms consolidated or shifted focus during the lean period. Today, Yosemite is zeroing in on high-impact startups in oncology, working with academic labs and major pharmaceutical partners, many of whom are facing a series of blockbuster drug patent expirations this year. These strategic venture investments have begun to speed up cancer clinical pipelines, at a time when pharmaceutical companies are under pressure to innovate and replace lost revenue. The consequences could be far-reaching. In the near term, increased VC funding might enable rapid development and rollout of new cancer treatments, while the medium term could see closer alignment between biotech startups and established drug makers, along with a global influx of talent building the next wave of oncology breakthroughs. Now, onto the markets. The S&P 500 ticked higher by 0.35% to close at 751.83, with semiconductors jumping 2.6% on strong moves in Nvidia and Intel. Healthcare, however, dropped 1.9% as the sector saw underperformance, while finance edged up modestly. Commodities were mostly positive. Gold rose 1.4% and silver climbed over 1.9%, while U.S. oil advanced by 2% for the day. Leading gainers included NextCure, surging 159%, and GlucoTrack with a jump of 93%, while top decliners saw Cohen and Steers Quality Income Realty Fund Rights plunge 98% and Churchill Capital Corp Roman 9 warrant fall 93%. Nvidia led gains among mega-cap tech stocks, while Microsoft slipped over 1.5% amid a mixed session. Other notable moves were seen in Intel, up 4.5%, and Marvel, which rose 2.3%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.